This is the Esports exclusive, presented by DX Racer.
What's up, everybody? Matt and Mathos here to bring you the latest news from the past week in esports. Gotta start off with the League of Legends transfer period. It is open, players are starting to sign, rumors flying, but obviously it's Team Liquid who's dominating everything, signing pretty much every big name free agent that's out there.
Yeah, if you're not a free agent that's nailed down, you are under the Team Liquid label right now. They just scooped themselves Doublelift on top of a litany of other players lined up. It doesn't seem like there is any chance that Team Liquid is going to stop signing people up.
No, I mean, look, they've already got what looks like Impact, Xmithie, Pobelter, Doublelift, Olleh on that roster. So that looks pretty good. It'd be surprising not to see them do well. And of course, TSM losing Doublelift. Looks like Faze and SK from G2 are heading over there. And maybe Mike Young joining them. So a lot going on, and we'll keep you updated with all the latest in League of Legends news and the new rosters. But over to this past weekend, IEM Oakland happened, and the team that won, a big surprise to me, Ninjas in Pyjamas taking down SK and Faze on their way to the trophy.
Yeah, they've had a lukewarm at best ECS. They're 7-7 right now and just barely qualified to get into the finals. However, that's not the team we saw over in this weekend. Beating both the Epicenter champs and Faze, who had stomped them in the ECS. This is the Ninjas in Pyjamas that all the fans had hoped that they'd see once again. And if they start playing like this more often than they start playing like the last couple of times, maybe that recurring chance for victory can keep showing up for Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Problem is, you never know which NIP is actually going to show up at these tournaments. Sometimes they'll win, and sometimes they'll get kicked out before the playoffs even happen, which is pretty underwhelming. Also at IEM Oakland, PUBG was back with another major tournament, this time bringing out the squads. 20 teams of 4 players entered this thing. 8 matches with a whole point system, which is complicated and a bit absurd and not totally great, but it was a big upgrade over the past tournament we saw.
Yeah, you know, no technical hiccups. Nobody getting glitched into rocks, nobody climbing themselves out. However, the point system is still a bit of a mess. The value on staying alive, and not only staying alive, but staying alive as a team when one person is still alive counts for far more than it probably should. Kills while getting a little bit of pump and points. Turned out that the only teams that got themselves around on this were AAA, French team that qualified from the open tournament. They beat cats like Digital Chaos, TSM, and Faze. Digital Chaos won 2 games. Apparently winning doesn't matter much because consistency is key. And when you blow your brains out in 6 games straight, you leave room for the French team in AAA to take it all. Small step for Mankind in terms of PUBG. Definitely a step in the right direction. But I mean, their HUD still looks like it was ripped out of Windows 95.
Not the best, and yeah, for Tempo Storm to finish second without actually winning a single round, a little suspicious, and it just didn't feel like a PUBG tournament without someone getting stuck in a rock, or not everyone actually entering the plane before the drop. I missed it a little bit, to be honest with you.
You know, bring back the good old days.
Yeah, bring back the good old days. In a couple weeks, Overwatch League preseason starts, so that's pretty exciting. Get ready to see all your new favorite Overwatch League teams, however you decide. I don't know. I don't really care either, but go pick one and follow them because it starts up real soon. But before that, XQC decides to get a ban for just a little bit, just a couple days.
Well, it's a bit of a mess right now in terms of this banning system. Once again, it's complaining about complainers, complaining about complainers. This is a non-stop cycle that has happened in Overwatch for a good long time. XQC decided to report a one-tricking Symmetra through a variety of comp matches that he happened to be playing with him in. And the mixed results left him a little bit salty. As a result, Blizzard said that he was abusing the reporting system and they slapped him with a 72-hour ban. XQC since went on Twitter, because it's his job and he needs to, apologized for his actions. This is a very delicate subject that Blizzard is handling with kid gloves. On one side, they don't want to alienate their entire casual fan base that's likely to be buying tickets, buying merch, and throwing in a hell of a lot of hours into Overwatch. But on the flip side, and in the competitive nature, there are people that really do care that you spent 600 hours playing Torbjorn and refused to change off on attack.
Definitely seems like some hypocrisy from XQC, but maybe with that 72-hour ban, he was watching the Red Bulls North American Finals of Street Fighter V.
Yeah, it turned out that Punk, the #1 seed in the tournament, wanted some more points. He beat IEM in both winners finals and grand finals, and while his spot at the top of the hill was secured long ago, this limited everyone else in the bracket. There was one spot and one seeding point total. Punk took it all. However, Tokido, Evo champion, is second place, and the reigning and defending NuckleDu is third place right now. So this is looking to be a really sweet tournament come December.
That selfish Punk hogging all those points for himself. Not cool. For you guys, be a little selfish for yourselves. Get yourself one of these DX Racer charts at dxracer.com. Use the code SHOTCALLERS for 15% off your purchase. For Mathos, I'm Matt, and we'll see you next week.
This is the Esports exclusive, presented by DX Racer.